Hi everybody, this is Florida Rob, and this morning is Saturday morning, June 11th of 2016. Today, members from the Central Florida Metal Detecting Club, including myself, are going to be detecting the grounds of Ma Barker's hideout. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a few minutes and show you around the grounds and the area that we're going to be hunting, and I will give you just a brief history of Ma Barker and her gang. Ma Barker and her three sons were notorious outlaws in the early 1930s. They were wanted for murder, theft, robbery. They even kidnapped two prominent citizens and held them for ransom. And they were paid ransom for it. So the FBI was really putting on pressure to find these people. Matter of fact, Ma Barker was public enemy #1. She was like the most wanted criminal of that time, and there was a lot of bad guys out there at that time. Down here is the lake area. It's a beautiful place. So anyway, with the FBI putting on a lot of pressure, the Barker gang felt that pressure, and they decided to go into hiding. And they decided to split up. And what they did is Ma Barker and one of her sons, Fred, rented this home here, and they thought it was pretty safe. It's actually a little town, I think you pronounce it Ocklawaha, Florida. I might not be right on that. There's Patricia over there. So they were hiding out here when one of the other brothers was captured up north, and he just happened to have a map of the hideout with him. How dumb is that? So the FBI got a hold of that map, and they found this location. They made their plans. And on January the 16th, 1935, they surrounded the house and ordered the Barkers to come out. They ordered them out several times, and the only thing that came out of this house was gunfire, a lot of it. So that led to what is known as the longest FBI gunfight in history. And after over 2,000 rounds was fired, and the smoke cleared, the FBI went in, and they found Ma Barker and Fred Barker upstairs there, lying dead in a pool of their own blood. They said that Ma Barker was still clutching a submachine gun, a Tommy gun. So today, we are hoping to find anything related to that gun battle, or even anything related to the Barker gang. Should be fun, so stay tuned. Hey, I'm going to take just a minute and take you inside the house here, because it's pretty fascinating. There's still bullet holes in this house from that gunfight. Hey, this is Pam over here, and she actually gave us permission to hunt the place, and we're going to see if we can find something relating to that gang. Pam, we really appreciate you letting us do this.
Oh, you're more than welcome.
And it would be okay if I went inside and kind of showed even where some bullet holes were?
Go ahead and help you. Just go inside and look around.
Okay, thanks, Pam.
You're welcome.
Okay, this is just walking in the front door here. It's pretty fascinating. Most of this stuff is original in here. They've got pictures up. Just showing the area. Looks like there's a dining room area out here. I won't spend a lot of time here, but I want to take you upstairs where they actually, where Ma Barker and Fred actually died. So I'm going to walk upstairs here. Hopefully the lighting is okay. I walked up here a minute ago and just looked around. There's just regular bedrooms and the bathroom. Here's the front room over here. They got it all really nice, and like I say, most of this is all original furniture. This is great. Imagine that's a bullet hole right there. I saw a lot of them that were patched up. But this is the room that Fred Barker and Ma Barker met their demise. They were looking right out these windows here and shooting outside of these windows. I looked up here, look at this chair. Look at that. There's 2 bullet holes right there. And I saw a lot of patched walls and stuff. It's hard to see now, but been plastered over. I'm sure these are all areas, these are all patches and bullet holes. So this is really historical. So anyway, I'm going to get back down with the crew because we're getting ready to detect it and see if we can find some of those relics.
Tippett has something for you to look at.
We've already found something. I hadn't even got my gear on yet. So let's go on downstairs. All right, I'm going to turn this off. When I get to the target area, we're going to check it out. I haven't even had time to get my gear on yet. Alan just, what he dug up? He dug up it's a period, an old mason jar lid. Right there. That's from the period. So I know that Ma Barker didn't do any canning, but they may have buried their money in a mason jar. So if we got that part, we just got to find the rest of it with the loot. All right, let's get on to another target. Hey, Patricia just called me over and found a little relic, probably related to the house.
Yep.
Is it a drawer pull?
It looks like a drawer pull or a cabinet pull.
Hey, that's pretty, yeah. That's definitely period. Don't know how it would relate there, but nice find.
Thanks.
Okay, great. Okay, Alan has just called me over. This might be our first item related to the gunfight. He says he found, what was it, a shell casing?
Shell casing.
Do you know what caliber that is, Alan?
No.
I think the machine guns were like a 40, or were they a 45 caliber? I'm not sure.
I think they're 45s. This looks a little light, but...
Yeah, they may have had other guns out here too, who knows?
And it may be more modern, but it's a bullet casing. So.
Anyway, way to go, that's our first one.
Works. Yeah.
All right, let's get on to the next one. This is almost like a frenzy. This is Florida Chuck over here. Says he just popped something silver.
Well, it's got some silver tones.
Oh, was it that deep, bud?
Yeah, it was down that deep.
Is it a brooch?
Can't tell what it is.
Ah. Well, I don't know. It's old. It's period. That's probably Ma Barker's right there.
Probably.
She's probably wearing that.
That was her eye cover when she got shot.
Oh, I'll have to clean that up and see what it is. Is it silver?
It's got some silver tone on it.
I don't know. All right. Finds are coming from all around the house. All right, great job, Chuck.
All right.
Hey, Chuck just got another target. He's calling me over there. Says it's a, what is it, an Indian head penny?
Indian head penny.
All right. Can you see the date on it yet?
Not yet.
Obviously, that was before the Barker gang, so that might have been a coin they were carrying around.
It's like 1908.
1908. Those were still in circulation, so very nice. Got it right here. How deep was that, bud?
It was down 3 or 4 inches.
About 4 inches, that looks like, from here. Could have been pocket change for the Barkers.
There you go.
All right, good job. Okay, Jim just called me over, found an old relic. What is it, Jim?
I think it's a lock. Dates back to, looks like the 20s, 30s.
That's probably period. Don't know if that's related to the Barkers or not, but...
Well, if they were robbing everything, they had a bunch of locks.
They probably do.
And it might have been shot off. That's what it looks like on the other side.
That's like they kept that for a souvenir. That's a lock they shot off. All right, good job, buddy. All right, the guys will call me over here. That's Alan on the left and Jerry on the right. They found a spot probably where one of these hot spot where one of these FBI agents was firing off some rounds because.
Over there firing right in that bedroom up there.
Okay, I will. Yeah, see, they were running around up there in all the windows trying to make the FBI agents think there was more of them than there were just the two of them. I read about that. But right up in that upper corner, they were shooting. The FBI agent over here had to be shooting up that way. Alan has gotten to a patch of them, and Jerry's gotten over here. How many you got already? It hadn't been any time at all.
3, 4, 5.
Oh, yeah.
This is 6 right here.
Right there.
Just dug that. What are those, 38s?
Yep, there's 7.
Yeah, 38.
Looks
And
like
I'm sure they had
38s,
38s.
And a 22.
Couple 22s.
Very nice. And this, we're just starting, folks. This right here, it's got to be where one of the agents was, right in this area. So I'm sure we're going to be finding more.
Very cool.
This is exciting. Done already. It hadn't been any time at all.
3, 4, 5.
Oh, yeah.
This is 6 right here.
Right there.
Just dug that. What are those, 38s?
Yep, there's 7.
Yeah, 38.
Looks
And
like
I'm sure
38s.
they had
Yeah.
38s.
And a 22.
Couple 22s.
Very nice. And this, we're just starting, folks. This right here, it's got to be where one of the agents was hiding. Hey, we're back on the front side, or the lake side of the house, and Chuck just popped a shell casing. This one's different than the others we were getting. That's a 38 long. I think the other ones were 38. I guess you call them shorts, huh?
Yeah.
So,
Same diameter.
may have been from that shootout. We'll have to do a little
It's in the right area.
checking. It is in the right area.
Yep.
Here we're, just to show you, there's the house, and that upper left window is where they were killed. So that could be from the gunfight. All right, let's carry on.
Yeah, Alan just got him a 45 caliber. Those were used in the Tommy guns. And that's definitely a big shell there. And we're gonna go ahead and let me mark this area. Mark it with a GPS. Create a waypoint. And that's number 19. If you can remember 19.
Remember my name.
Yeah. Very cool. Just dug another 45 caliber Tommy gun. If you can think of somebody standing right here shooting into that window, this close range is unbelievable.
Hey, I'm back. I haven't hardly had any time to detect because everybody's calling me this way and that way, which is great. I'm having a blast, but I did just dig my first target, and it's ironically, it's a crematory tag. I don't know if they cremated the barkers or not, Jim? I know, a crematory tag. What's that doing out here? It says Ocala crematory. I can't read it all. 1030D. Anyway, maybe I can research that, but yeah, it says Ocala crematory on it.
Oh yeah, I'm not touching it.
Okay, I don't know if that's related to the Barker gang or not, but anyway, all right, let's get on with it. I got Patricia screaming out. She's on the other side of the house. She's screaming over here. Everybody's gathered around. Don't know what it is yet. Is it a gun?
It's a gun,
Oh, it's a gun, but
it's not real.
It's not real.
I don't think
Is it heavy?
It's heavy.
Whoa.
It's very cool.
Looks like it.
it's got some detail on the side. Scrolling and
It's very cool.
maybe an eagle. You can't say it isn't, but
It's got the weight though, huh?
mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Feel it.
It's got plenty of weight.
Wouldn't that be something?
It looks like it could be though, because see the way that this look right here. I think it could be.
Yeah, it
See?
could be.
I think it could pop out right there.
Let me hold it. Oh, definitely got the weight. I don't know. Wouldn't that be something if we found a gun related to that shootout?
Look, see where it's open right there?
Yeah.
That's not a cap gun.
Well, no, we'll have to clean it up and see. But great find either way.
Yeah.
Way to go.
Oh, look how pretty it is.
What's that say there? Mattel? No, just kidding. Okay, let's get on and find some more stuff. Okay, this find is mine. Again, I'm not having much time to detect with everybody find these targets, but I just dug an Indian head penny. I picked it up and looked at it already. It looks like a 1907. I'm not sure, but again, this could have been pocket change for Fred or Ma Barker. So that's what I want to think anyway. All right.
Get something else.
Hadn't been 30 seconds since I dug that Indian head, and Patricia just walked up to me with a find. What do you got?
Fred Barker's knife. It's a pocket knife. It folded this way.
That's probably period.
But it
Look at
is that
It's old.
very well could be.
It could have been. I think it was Fred's.
Yeah, I do too. It probably has his initials
Maybe
up here.
Fred
I just gotta,
Flintstone. No,
I just got to clean it up, but I bet it's got his initials on it.
Yeah, we'll have to clean it up and see. All right, great find, Patricia. Holy cow. I just walked back from that gun, did one swing, and I dug my first shell casing. And I'm not going to show everybody digging these shell casings because they seem to be everywhere, but it's my first one. Looks like another 38 long. I'm sure they were using those out here in that gunfight. So, all right, next target. Alan just called me over for something. What you got, bud?
Lead?
Ah, man. Oh my.
All out of this hole.
Got a series of lead. Finally got some bullets here.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know what these two pieces
Man,
are,
I don't know what those are either. Look at that.
but they're lead.
This is the right position.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Maybe you just,
I don't know what these are.
yeah, I don't know. We'll have to do a little investigation on those, but yeah.
Those all came out of this.
All in the
6-inch
same hole.
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm like right there in line with that window. That's interesting.
Might have been a series of bullet shots coming out of there. Okay. All right, very good. I dug something that might be period. Just kind of looked at it carefully. It's an old spoon. That is old. Look at that, Jim.
That is.
Is it a spoon?
That's a spoon.
Just kind of odd looking right there, but that's probably from the 30s.
Yeah, I'd say it's from the 30s.
You know what? Bet you Ma Barker ate right in the spoon right here. What do you think?
Probably served spoon.
Probably her and Fred. Yeah.
There's one to match it.
All right, Jim just walked over here with one too. Let's take a look at that. That's shoot. That was her baby spoon.
Yeah, I think that's just.
There you go. Yeah, it
but
is.
that one that you've got is really period.
Yeah, all right. Man, finds are coming from everywhere, Jim. This is fun, buddy. All right, here you go.
Good deal.
Good job, man.
That's good.
Hey, I just finally got me a bullet. I had some shell casings already, but this is the first bullet. I'm thinking it was part of the gunfight. I'm not that good on the calibers, but there it goes. All right, I'll get some advice on that later, but anyway, let's find some more. Okay, Richard just called me down here. Said he dug an old weedy. He's already looked at it. Know the year on it yet, bud?
It's 1917.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, awesome.
Sweet. That's probably Fred or Ma Barker's right there. They're probably carrying at it while they're lounging around down here by the lake.
Yeah.
Probably dropped that. So
Yep, they're getting ready to go swimming.
we're finding all kind of Ma Barker stuff.
Yeah.
All right, way to go, Richard.
Thank you.
One of these is a 49, which I already had, but I don't know what the other two are, and I just got the other two over there in a hole.
Any of them pre-1935?
That's a 1923.
There you go. There's another Barker coin.
There you go.
Maybe, but the newer ones are Bob Barkers.
Yeah. And this one is a. That's a tough one. It looks like a 1953.
What
it's
is
a good
this
year
one?
anyway.
That one should be the 49 then. And look at this
Yeah,
key.
49.
What,
Oh
can
man,
you
that's
tell,
a cool key.
Can you tell what that is?
Hey, look at that. That is a cool key.
It was in there with the two wheels.
Is that like Saturn? Is that Saturn on there?
some kind of-
Maybe it's a Saturn car key. Looks older than that, though,
It's
doesn't it?
old, yeah.
Yeah, it's really old.
Nice find. Way
I'd
to go,
look that
Patricia.
one up.
Yeah.
All right, let's find some more. I'm still down here on the lake side of the property. People hunting way up in front. We just took a lunch break, came back. I got an iron signal. I just dug it. It wasn't very deeply right in there. It's an old sledgehammer head. Had to be one that the FBI had ready to beat in on the doors should they have to. But they ended up using guns instead. So anyway, that was definitely going to be used in that shootout if they needed to. All right, next target. All right, it's well after lunch. We're all still out here digging. We just got done GPSing all our shell casings and bullets for FBI information. They want us to do that. That's part of the deal. I just dug what looks to be like an axe head. I doubt that was used by the Barkers, but you never know. Anyway, still fun digging these things. All right, let's move on. Okay, I'm back here on the lake side of the house. It's getting late in the day. Finds have calmed down a little bit because we've been covering a lot of area. But I just did uncover an old key. You can see it down in the bottom here. It's pretty old. I know there's been a key or two found. There's a lot of finds I haven't even shown on the camera. We're going to wrap them up at the end of the day. That's got some wording on it. Wish my eyes were better. But I'm thinking that is probably one of Fred Barker's personal keys, and he lost it back here. That's what I think. So anyway, all right, got time for some more targets. Let's get at it. All right, after all day we're looking, I think everybody here has a 45 caliber shell except for me, until now. Right of this hole, right beside the sidewalk. These are the ones that came out of the Tommy guns, the FBI's. So that's it. So proud to have that. That is from the longest gunfight in FBI history. Sweet. I'll take it. Hey, Alan's calling me over. He's kind of screaming about a good find here. What is it, buddy? Oh,
Sterling.
what is that? What is that? Is that a...
Sterling right there.
Is it a cigarette lighter?
What is...
I think it's a lighter case. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, look at the ornate design on that.
That is unbelievable.
It does, it says Sterling right there.
Yep. It says Sterling right on top of it.
That's one big old hunk of silver, bud. Man, the finds just keep getting better. Very nice find. Look at that. Nice job, buddy.
Works for me.
That's sweet. Okay. Let's see if we can find us some more. All right,
Okay.
Patricia's over there screaming like a girl. Oh, wait a minute. She is a girl.
It was a whole test.
We're at the end of the day here, and she hadn't got a shell casing yet. She says she finally got one.
Yep.
She's
there it
over
is
here
right
in the
there.
38 long section.
It
Oh,
brings
yeah.
up like a full tab.
Yeah, that's it.
Yahoo!
Very nice.
All right, how do
Okay.
we mark this?
Congratulations.
Aren't
You
we
have to-
supposed to mark this?
Well, I have to tell Jerry we found another one in the same section where we
Is
found.
this a 38 long?
Yeah, 38. I think it's called 38 Special.
Okay, that's
Okay,
awesome.
congratulations.
Yay!
All right, I'm hearing that Jim might have popped the first silver coin of the day. What you got, bud? You get one? What is it?
Look and behold.
Oh yeah, looks like a Merc. Oh yeah, fresh out of the ground.
Date.
What is the date?
If I'm not mistaken, it's 1927.
Oh, that was definitely one of the Barker gangs carrying that in their pocket.
Yeah, they was back here playing poker probably.
That's the right year.
Yep.
All right, man. Got the first, maybe the only silver coin of the day.
Yeah.
All right, congratulations.
Maybe 5 some more.
All right. All right, we're wrapping this hunt up. Just want to show the grounds one more time. It's just a really neat place. We found a lot of stuff. We found a lot of shell casing, and that's really what they were interested in. A couple of the guys have left already, but most all the finds, probably all the finds are laying up here on this trailer. And I showed the highlights of most of the good stuff, but we dug a lot of good stuff and a lot of trash. You can see stuff here. You can see knives.
Wait, where are the knives?
Old knives. There's some old spoons, keys, all kind of old relics. Here's some of the stuff that I'd found that I'm leaving. Indian head penny, nice old spoon, crematory tag. It's 38. Some old keys. Just everything you can
This
think
right
of.
here is a
Other coins.
tank, Carson.
Oh, it's a toy cap.
Yeah, it's a toy.
A lot of stuff mixed in. A lot of trash, but we dug everything. Jerry, you got a bunch of shell casings. Look at that. Look at that, folks. Those are the Tommy gun casings. These are 38 specials.
38 longs,
38
shorts.
shorts. You got a variety there. We've actually GPS the locations of all these.
To help
And,
with the FBI.
Yeah, we're turning it over to the FBI so they can even scale this out better. Richard got into a little hoard of modern coins.
Nickels.
About 23 nickels and 3 wheats.
There was probably a nickel
Oh,
slot
yeah.
machine back there one day.
Could be. This area over here, where were the 38 shorts? They're right over here.
Tree.
Okay, so they found a whole bunch, and I found a few 38 shorts, but I didn't find the shorts, I found the longs. But so over here, one of the officers was over in this area, and they were probably hiding behind a tree here, shooting there. So this was the 38 shorts. The 38 longs were down in this area. We got into a horde of them down here. And I'm walking down that way. But all right in that area. So another agent was shooting 38 specials. And then the 45s were way up here close to the house, which is really puzzling. I mean, it's so close. Maybe there was another big tree here or something guarding them, but we found a bunch of the 45 caliber casings there. So anyway, all that, we've GPS'd it. We're giving it over to the landowners who will give it to the FBI. And actually the landowners over there going over it Actually, that's the attorney for the property, but he's going over with Alan some stuff for possibly another hunt. And they might come in here and grade this land up. We just don't know yet. They were talking about it. So anyway, what a fun day, historical, and I'm glad you watched the video. So thanks a lot. Until next time. Hey, wait a minute. Don't change that channel yet. A historic find from the Ma Barker hunt is about to be revealed for the first time. It's been 4 weeks since the hunt, and I'm at our monthly club meeting, the Central Florida Metal Detecting Club. People are just coming in. We've got about an hour to go yet, but folks are out in the finds room. They're putting their finds in and logging them in because we have our monthly competitions. So anyway, what's neat is the Ma Barker property owners have no idea what they're about to receive. Matter of fact, none of the club members do either, except for 4 of us. This is going to be a historic find, and it should be very exciting. So stay tuned.
Alrighty, we have a guest. It's down here for a presentation from, what, an hour and 20 minutes, roughly? Drove down here just to spend some time with you guys so you would give him a little bit of respect. It would be really wonderful, unlike what you typically do. Just try to be nice, okay? Okay, you good with that? Okay. George, come on up. This is George Albright.
Well, I have 3 teenage children, so I'm used to anything and everything. I probably now know 4-letter words that you don't know. There are things. You know, it's all right to what is it? You need to grow up and never grow old. Right? But I was telling Alan I got to leave at 8:45 because I left my wife at the mall, and at 9 o'clock they locked the doors. So I don't want to be in trouble. So you all get that. But listen, there's a lot to cover in a short period of time. My name is George Albright. I'm from Ocala, actually from Weirsdale, and I'm the Marion County tax collector. I've had that job for 12 years, and I'm also an attorney, and I was in the state legislature for 12 years. My real claim to fame, though, is my uncle is Charles Gray down in Orlando. A lot of you all know, and it kind of all ties into this. That Charles Gray's, well, my great-grandfather was a Presbyterian minister from Pennsylvania, and he moved to Weirsdale in 1921 and had 4 children. One of the boys was my grandfather, and one of the girls was Charlie Gray's mother. So that's how Charlie Gray ties into the middle of nowhere. So y'all ever seen him say that he saw his nephew, and y'all know he lives right over here. Many of y'all know he used to own Jiminy Springs, him and Sandra, and he has the housing development right down from it up at I-4. But my family's steeped in Marion County history, and it brings us why I'm here today. In 1935, my grandfather went to the post office in Weirsdale on the south side of Lake Weir, and they said there was a gun battle going on the north side of Lake Weir. So he goes around over there, gets behind a tree, and the Ma Barker shootout's going on. And he jumps behind the trees, and there's machine guns going everywhere. The machine guns spray his way. He jumps down behind a tree, he splits his pants. Being the gentleman my grandfather was, he drove or walked 1,000 feet to the hardware store in the middle of Ocala, bought a new pair of khakis, and came back to watch the carnage. So you couldn't miss out on that. So fast forward 20 more years, my dad went to the University of Florida and became friends with the man and the woman, Morton Good, and his wife Betty, that were lawyers from Miami, and became good friends with them from 50 to 54. Fast forward again to 1966, my dad buys the property on Lake Weir for our lake house next to the Ma Barker house. Fast forward to 1970, I'm a little boy and I become the caretaker of the house. Fast forward again, now I'm the same age as the boy Carson Good, lives in Orlando, Winter Park. He's a real estate developer, and he's now the patriarch of the family. And we've been involved together all our lives, third generation, and now we're working to put the house in public hands. It's a long story that I don't want to bore you with where we're going from here, but the property under the house was sold a couple weeks ago, and right before that happened, Patricia, right? You called Carson out of the blue, and you were in Arizona then, or something?
No, I was here.
Okay, maybe he was in Arizona.
Yeah.
So anyway, he didn't know you. Calls me. You know these people? No, I don't know anything about them, but sounds okay. And y'all were so gracious as to agree to come up to the house and go over the property 2 weeks before the sale. To this day, and the people that bought the property are friends of mine in Carson's, but they don't know that we were on the we own the property in Carson, so we have the right to do this. But we wanted to get in there and get what we could find and make sure it was in our hands so that it remained with the house. And as a result, you all came up, 8 of you came up, found a treasure trove of stuff for us, including 30 bullet shells, 45s, 38s, and long rifles, and then 2 bullets that had been shot out of the house by Ma and Fred. So that kind of lays the groundwork. So what I want to show you to get you fired up is 2 3-minute videos, and then I'll do a quick slide presentation. So I think you all will enjoy seeing this. The first video is of Carson, the red-haired boy. And about 5 years ago, he got with Sotheby's because they thought they were going to sell the house, and did this video. Now, hopefully...
What if you didn't tell them this, you're actually going to move the house?
Yes, I haven't said that at this point. The property has been sold, and we're going to move the house about 800 feet to the Lake Worth Chamber of Commerce. So there's a lot still going on with the County Commission. I'm going to be asking them next month to pay for the move, but we're going to save the house. So the house will be saved. Now, who's the IT guy here? The bullets. And you got to remember there was a lot of people that rubberneckers that picked up a lot of the bullets through the right after that, right? That was a big deal. And and people, of course, have snuck on the property ever since. But there's never been an organized effort, and we were just really, we had a lot of trepidation because the property has now changed hands. We don't own it. They're friends, you know, but it's still not the same. And we were able, thanks to you all, to come out on the property, and we've got these 30 shells that are going to stay with the house. And we're very, on behalf of Mr. Good and to the families, we're very appreciative to your association. And now I found out about the association, and I plan to be involved from afar. Now, what would a lawyer and a politician be without gifts? So, Alan, I wanted to present to you guys all the stuff that we didn't keep. And now wait a minute. There's little stuff in here. I was telling Alan, I don't know anything about metal detector club etiquette. But I wanted everybody to have something out of here if they wanted, just so they have a piece of the Ma Barker problem. So everybody's more than welcome. You guys are like me, you're dreamers. You're historians, right? Yeah. I mean, you know, and you get it. And I got to tell you, I'm so proud of my daughter. She started at UCF last Monday, and she's going to get a history degree. Which means I'll be paying for it the rest of my life. Yeah, something.
Jim.
Very cool, George. Appreciate it.
Well, you're
Take video footage. It's recording. It's already recording.
You know, George, come on up here, man. That gift stuff goes 2 ways.
Well, I already got $1. I couldn't believe it. What a nice gift. Is that real, or are y'all pulling the gold?
got a plaque I'd like you to read. This is just, you can read it out loud if you want.
I would love to. Notorious gangsters Ma Barker and her son Fred were killed January 16, 1935 in their Ocklawaha, Florida hideout on Lake Weir during the longest gun battle in FBI history. On June 11, 2016, members of the Central Florida Metal Detecting Club were permitted access to search the hideout property for artifacts related to the Barker gang, which are destined to be included in the museum display. During this search, club member Alan James recovered this 10-karat gold pinky ring bearing the initials
Oh my
Frederick George Barker.
That's it.
Yes.
That's it. It's for real.
Did you look him up? Is his middle name George?
That's it. It's
No
It is.
No.
It is his ring. Yeah.
Why would some grown man cry about something like this? This is unbelievable.
It is.
Oh, yeah.
This is unbelievable.
It's true. It's true.
And we're gonna authenticate it.
This is unbelievable.
Oh, so you're going to stay here for a while and leave your wife shot?
There'll be another shootout.
Nobody's seen some, hold up.
Our club members don't even know about it yet.
Nobody knows about this.
How is this possible? Think about it. How is this possible?
It was on the ground. I'll tell you, it was between the house and the lake, short distance behind the house. I just went over Target and immediately went, because I'm going to look this over, and snuck it out of there. Probably where the clothesline.
And it has Fred Barker's initials on it.
It's hand engraved.
It's
A jeweler said it was hand engraved, so it's old. So it's the real McCoy.
It's Fred Barker's.
Sit down so they can see.
I ain't been snookered like this in a long time.
I spoke with a politician this afternoon.
We were ecstatic over that. It's unbelievable find.
Carson is going to kill himself.
You don't know how hard it's been to be quiet about that for a while.
You should cross your arms so you can have a big grin on your face.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they were gonna.
Hey, Alan,
Sir.
Is that officially the coolest thing you have ever found?
Officially. Yep.
This is the coolest, I should never say the coolest thing anybody's found, because I imagine everybody in this room found a lot of cool stuff. This changes history.
They totally does.
This absolutely changes history. There's just so much going on with this property, you can't believe it. I was privy to taking the first FBI agent into the house that had been in the house since the shootout. He works out of Ocala, a big historian. And he got it set up for me to go to Washington. Last October, I went and met with the historian and the public affairs director in the FBI. And then they flew the FBI public affairs director down 2 weeks later, and they filmed the whole property. And they're coming sometime this summer to do a forensic on the house. They're going to put luminol down with the blood and all the crazy stuff.
Yeah.
They've never done this ever in history. So I mean, this I don't know what to say. It's kind of like, where do you put this? It's so valuable.
Yeah.
You looked him up. His middle name is George.
It is.
Yes, it is.
How's that possible? How is this possible? I'm sorry. I'm just blown away. I don't get blown away
I
very
looked it
well.
up that day.
We were going nuts.
I can tell you why. I want a live picture of Fred, because in the 30s, the gangsters used the pinky ring, and that's the size of a pinky ring. They've already documented this is hand inscribed
And it says
from the 30s. They know that.
FGB, Fred George Barker.
You know, well, yeah, I see that. What made you think to go FGB? I wouldn't have thought.
I looked it up
We
online.
have a printer.
Yeah.
That's what he does for a living.
I said, yeah, he's saying initials. I said, what was Fred's middle name? We looked it up on the internet real quick and it said, George. We're screaming and hollering. This was late in the day and the rest of us had left. Jim was there. Patricia was there. We were screaming like, this is his ring.
Now hang it up someplace.
This is going. It's almost like I'm going to have a copy of it now.
Put a fake ring in it.
He did.
Well, you should.
George, you should put a fake ring in there and put that one away.
Yeah, I think, this, it just changes history. I just don't know what to say. God bless. As soon as I get out of here, I'm calling Carson and I'm calling the FBI agent. I don't do anything wrong. No, man, some of them are okay. Let's call them right now.
Yeah, call Carson now.
Yeah, let's call Carson.
Can you FaceTime him?
Just tell him you can't believe what I just traded blocks of junk for.
Am I holding y'all up?
Go ahead. This is worth it. George, we were going crazy when we found that.
I mean, I can't even believe I'm here.
We can authenticate it. The people that were there and saw it dug and everything. So we were going to do that. We hadn't done that yet, but we will.
Did you do a GPS on it?
We know right where it was.
Can you FaceTime him? Okay, here.
Well, let me see if I can get him on. I'm going to say, yeah, I'm here with you.
Oh, yeah. I think he went. Yeah.
Isn't that sweet?
Let me try the FBI.
As I mentioned, none of the other club members even knew about this. And as you can see, it was just totally exciting. It was one of the greatest finds that I've been associated with.
I knew they would. Hey, Rob, you need to get a little picture of mine.
Everybody's going crazy over this. Told you, didn't I? Huh? You want it?
That's awesome.
Okay, I'm going to shut this down for a little bit. And I may not need an ending. This may be a great ending right here.